time and our energy and our focus, that's what is most important to us. And there's so much out there, dog, that's just fucking pulling us this way, pulling us that way, pulling us over there, pulling us over there, planting shit in our minds, telling us what's right, telling us what's wrong, telling us what's important. And if we are not paying attention to ourselves, we're fucking just being led. We're just like a fucking empty shell, full of an empty shell, but full of all this bullshit out there that we're being told is important.
Yeah.
What I learned, because I was out there, Dick, fucking trying to look for answers, bro, trying to find this, just looking for shit.
Yeah.
You know where I found my answers? Where I've been finding answers? Going in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. So we were talking about after drop. So once we were done with this hike, or we had reached our destination of this 6-mile, one-way, 3-hour hike, our destination was this little yellow house, which was a restaurant. And what we did not realize was that we were about to experience after drop. And what after drop is the moment you're done with your cold exposure, okay? Because you have to remember, your body is so fucking smart. The moment you go into a cold plunge, your extremities, your hands, your fingers, your toes are the first things to suffer. And the reason why is because the blood leaves all these areas of your body first to keep your torso, your body warm. So all the blood leaves your fingers and your toes to keep your body warm, right? They're like, oh shit, right? We gotta keep this fucker alive. So in taking this hike, couldn't feel our fingers, you can't feel your toes because blood's leaving all these areas of your body to keep your actual body warm. Well, guess what? The moment you go into the warmth, which it was nice and fucking warm in that little house / restaurant. After drop is when the cold blood starts to mix with the warm. So all the warm starts to travel into these cold areas of your hand, and that's what becomes extremely fucking painful, bro. It becomes painful, and that's where people start to shiver. Because your body is now adapting and transferring blood to all these areas, right? It's a chemical change in your body. Bro, you don't even want to hold anything warm because you've already gone past the severity point, right? It's not like you're washing your hands with cold water and then go into warm. It's not like that, dude. You've already passed a point where your blood is completely gone from your fingers, to keep your body warm. So once that mixture happens, that's called after drop. And that after drop is very, very uncomfortable and painful, dude. When we went into that house, bro, that was warm, dude, people, nobody was struggling during the hike, but the moment they go into that place, bro, people were shivering like this, bro. Like, oh, it hurts so much, dude, And people are getting wine, people are getting a beer, people are getting coffee, just to try to mask the pain, And once that chemical challenge or once that chemical reaction happens, well, guess what? 30 minutes later, back down. And that, well, fucking sucked, is going back down.
You know what I thought after drop was? I thought after drop was something that happens to you after you are successful in completing something hard.
Yeah.
You feel like a relief that it's over, and your body, if you are not mentally prepared for the walk down,
right,
then your body will be shocked that it's not done and there's more to go.
It's very connected. Not only is your body going through this chemistry change, but you're right. Mentally, you've already done something extremely challenging. You've become very comfortable. The last thing you want to do is put yourself back into that uncomfortable process of walking another 6 0.5 miles back down
in the fucking cold.
in the fucking cold.
In the elements.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a challenge. But again, once you're an hour in, an hour and a half in, you're like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And after doing such an excruciating hike, right? Guess what they said? Cold plunge. Motherfuckers, dude. So there we go, dude. There we go to the cold plunge. You know?
Okay, all right. So you guys finished the hike, right? And once you were done with the hike, you guys got back down to the hotel. Did you guys have an opportunity to warm up, or was it straight to the cold plunge?
It was straight to doing the cold
Good,
the
good.
horse
All right,
dance,
good.
and then just back into the plunge, dude. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And how long were you in that plunge?
15 minutes. We had to do our own little breaking record, right? Because this was day 5.
Fuck.
This was day 5 now. And yeah, dude, that was tough. The 15-minute in the cold, that was fucking tough.
So the 15 minutes, that was like you said, you break your record, and was that the last time you were exposed to the cold?
Yeah, there.
That was it.
There.
Were there ending ceremonies? Did you guys? Dude, this is like a fucking. I talked about initiation earlier.
Yeah.
This was like an initiation into a club, bro.
Yeah.
A fucking like I say, hey, dude, like the way you're a part of the secret society of the bell ringers, you're also part of Wim Hof's
club. Yeah.
Whatever you would call it, but you're part of that.
Dude, it's such a tight knit group. Like people still communicate to this day, bro. This was 2.5 years ago. People still communicate to this day on WhatsApp, right? Because it's such a brother and sisterhood between humans, that you get to do these challenges. You overcome these challenges together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a super profound experience, dude. And the most important thing, dude, is overcoming being vulnerable. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Being vulnerable is, I think, something that especially a lot of men struggle with. And being able to overcome that with other men, other people in general, there's something really special about that, that I hold in my heart, dude, forever, and it's something super, super special.
And it's something that all of you together experienced.
Yeah, of course.
You went through hard shit together. Hey, there's something about going through hard shit.
Yeah.
With another person that bonds you.
Yes. This is why I think even couples, for example, right? Couples that, get through all the grime and you know what I'm saying, of the early parts of the relationship. Like, dude, once you overcome all of that, dude, and you've made it, and you're looking at each other 15 years down the line, you're like, dude, we went through some shit, man. Yeah, man. And you almost love them so much more because of that,
Yes, absolutely.
Like, dude, we were there for each other. Like, we fucking backed each other up. Like, that was some fucking shit.
What is it? What is it? Here. What is it about hard shit? Why is hard shit different than easy shit? Why does hard shit bond you more than easy shit does? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is it about that?
It's the part of being vulnerable, right? It's sure you can build, good relationships and friendships when shit's fun and it's easy and you're having a good time. Don't get me wrong. But I think there's something special about overcoming challenges because it's a challenge. It's difficult, right?
Yeah.
Challenges are challenging for a reason, right? And when you overcome those challenges, it's like in anything, dude. It's like, when you overcome a challenge in something that you're working on, a project or whatever, there's so much pride in doing that, because it's something that most people don't like or don't do. You know what I'm saying? To test themselves into overcoming those challenges. So it's a different testament to your capabilities, and when you do that together with someone else, it creates a special, different bond with that person. It's really interesting.
When you came home, what were the closing ceremonies? Like, did you get a certificate? Did they, Did you get anything, dog? Did they give you like a piece of the bed you slept in, or you know what I'm saying? Like something cool like that?
So leaving that expedition, I realized that I wanted to become an instructor, a Wim Hof Method instructor. And that's currently what I'm working on now. And that's part of it, right? Doing that winter expedition is part of one of the challenges that you need to do in order to be an instructor, right? But more importantly, learning the benefits of overcoming challenges of when people are facing depression, PTSD, how you can overcome that by the cold, you know, by overcoming this challenge. That was such a huge thing for me, man, because again, like I mentioned earlier, everyone is going through something that we just don't know how to deal with.
So he was talking about depression, right? Talking about depression.
Yeah.
Wim Hof was talking about depression and how the cold will help you with the depression. And the root of depression is because we are in a reality that doesn't put us in a position where we are going through hard experiences.
Right.
And our body, our spirit is built to experience hard shit.
Of course.
So if we're not experiencing hard shit, there is something innate that in us that is just fucking hungry for it. Yeah. And if you're not satisfying that hunger, nobody knows what to fucking do with it. There's no outlet for that.
Yeah, of course.
And so then that's why people are depressed.
It turns into depression, and some people start, hurting themselves or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it just translates into so many other areas of depression.
And the cold plunge makes you go through hard shit.
Yeah, dude. And you're facing it, dude. You're facing it. And it allows you to work with it. It doesn't necessarily dissolve it. I don't want people to think that, the cold plunge is going to help dissolve. It helps you face it.
But
you know what I'm saying?
And not only, but you said something that is important. You just can't throw somebody in fucking cold water and expect them to be healed, to benefit from that.
Yeah, I know.
They have to have, what you say, intentions?
Absolutely. Not only just intentions, they have to be willing, right? They have to be willing to do this. So it's far different than, again, like I said, holding someone down and just throwing them into a cold plunge. It's deliberate cold exposure.
So when you came back, what was different about you?
Honestly, it was definitely a life-changing experience. Plenty of things that I implement now to this day.
Did you come back? Well, you came back with a different mindset?
A completely different mind. I mean, not only did I walk through the door with my shirt off because I felt like fucking nothing. No, I felt like fucking, fucking walk through this, large ass, hike of 12 fucking miles, shirtless. I felt like, dude, I should just do everything with my fucking shirt off now at this fucking point.
Hey, so when you got home, or when you got off the plane.
No, right when I got home.
Who picked you up from the airport?
The wife.
Okay.
The wife fucking picked me up.
So when you got home, you just said, fuck, or you got in the car, you had fucking no shirt.
Yeah, no fucking shirt. All right when I got to the pad, dude.
All right.
Like, fuck this, dude, But in all honesty, dude, I got to the pad. My wife had already cleared out 95% of the house. There was a mattress and 3 sleeping bags in the family room, bro.
Oh, wow.
And the very next day, we had to do the fucking walkthrough and be out by 5 p.m. the very next day.
Oh, wow.
Such a ugly, surreal, proud moment, knowing that everything was going to be all right.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And I knew it. I was so confident. I felt it, bro. I really did. And I was excited, even though I knew my wife was going through something, because it was like a childhood home of hers. I know that she was going through something deep, and I couldn't be there all excited. And you know what I'm saying? Like I had to ease into it with her. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm telling you, the only drawback, bro, that I will tell you about taking care of yourself in taking cold showers, your breath work and cold plunges, bro, is that you just don't fucking get sick, dude. Bro, I'm not even kidding. To your point, when something works, you hear about something, you like to test it out. Does it work for me? Is this shit true, or is it all bullshit? And the very first time, my daughter, she was like 4 years old at the time, she gets sick. She gets a little flu. Fever, down for the count. Okay? 2 days later, both of my sons. So my wife's taking care of, I'm at work, my wife's taking care of both of them, right? My daughter starts to slowly feel better, right? 4 or 5 days later. 5 days later, wife goes down. So I'm like, dude, fuck this. And I already knew I was next. I was still taking my cold showers, but I said, you know what? I'm going to fucking double it up. I'm going to double it up. I'm holding my daughter, and I will never forget this. Well, I'm holding my daughter. She's coughing. She's sneezing. There's snot all over my neck, bro. And I'm like, dude, I'm for sure getting it. Like, whatever it is, I'm getting the flu. The whole house, bro, was down. They're all down for the count. I took time off work just to be at home with the kids and help out. I was waking up. I was taking a cold shower at night. A cold shower in the morning and a cold shower at night.
Did it get you?
I said, I'm going to fucking test this thing. Never got sick.
All right, man.
And I was like, all right, cool. It felt good.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it was an anomaly. Maybe I just didn't get sick for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I tried it 3 fucking times where the entire family was down and out for the count. And the moment anybody was sick around me or I felt an itch in my throat or something, 2 cold showers a day. Because I normally take a cold shower a day now anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it's not just a cold shower. It's not just a cold shower that is preventing you from getting sick. In addition to the cold shower, what else were you doing?
The breath work as well. The breath work as well is elevating your white blood cells, right? Alkalizing your body. Because there's so much acidity and inflammation in our bodies to begin with. But when we're sick, that doubles, So when we start to do these breath works, we start to alkalize our body, where this acid can't multiply and or get sick. And that in conjunction, so Wim Hof is going to tell you this, breath work in conjunction with cold exposure is the best, right? But I was truly, really focusing on the cold because that's what I was really intrigued with. Because breath work feels great, and I still do it to this day. Breath work feels fucking amazing. But it doesn't have the same challenges that you need to overcome with your mind than a cold shower. Because even though I've been taking cold showers for years, it's still uncomfortable, right? It still sucks. It's just a lot easier to adapt because my mindset is straight, My cold plunges now, dude, they're straight all day because I'm right here. And it's all mindset. And it takes time to get there, obviously, like anything.
Yeah.
But when you're disciplined and you're doing it over and over and over again, this becomes easier. Not the act in itself. Mm-hmm. The cold still fucking sucks. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, I still love wearing a sweater. I still love being, warm at times or whatever at home. But you have to put your body through this hormetic stress, right? You still have to put your body through this stress because hormetic stress is short periods of stress for your body that's good for you. Stress is good for you. Long-term stress is what's terrible for you.
Right.
Right? That's what fucking causes illnesses. So when you set the intention and you're purposeful in taking these cold, deliberate, showers or plunges, that's where the benefit is.
So,
and boost your immune system.
The cold. Okay, so it's not necessarily the cold plunge that you're benefiting from.
Yes. No, it
it's
is.
putting your body in a stressful situation.
Well, it is because you're also elevating or you're reducing inflammation.
Okay.
You're reducing inflammation internally and externally, right? You're boosting your immune system and you sleep better. So people that have trouble sleeping will benefit tremendously from cold exposure, cold showers and plunges.
I feel different since I've been doing them.
Yeah.
Well, just like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago? When did we talk?
2 weeks ago.
I've been pretty regular with it.
Yeah.
I feel different. And I don't know if it's just like a placebo effect type of a situation.
That's what I thought. I'm like, dude, maybe it's a placebo effect.
Because it's the belief in the belief.
Yeah.
So is this working because I believe in I believe in it?
The science is there. There's white paper literature.
But does it even matter as long as I believe in it, right?
You're absolutely right. Even if it was a placebo effect, it's working. Right?
Yeah.
But I will say also is at night, try to avoid taking cold showers at night right before going to sleep because it's going to wake you the fuck up. It's going to wake you up.
I don't do that. I don't do it at nighttime for that reason. Like, fuck that, man. I want to fucking sleep.
Mornings, or if my wife's like, hey, let's watch a movie, I'm like, I got to take a cold shower. Otherwise, dude, it's like I'm knocking out at credits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At opening credits. But so there's definitely some disadvantages, and just kind of learning how to work with it. But overall, man, I'm telling you, and it's such a beautiful thing to see the kids now do it, right? I have a 7-year-old, I have a 15-year-old, even my little daughter, dude. My daughter, my son is 11 years old and my son is 15 years old. My daughter is 7 years old, but she's like, she'll tap in the water, she'll get her little feet in there and, she'll maybe do a second or two, but you're planting the seed. You know what I'm saying? And even my boys now, dude, it's like they know the benefit, when they're getting sick, when they're feeling ill, Dad, I'm going to take a cold shower. How long should I do? I'm like, 2 minutes. 2 minutes is all you need at the most. You know what I mean? After that, there's no more benefit. Now you're just doing it for the ego. Now you're just doing it for time. But 2 minutes is the absolute most that you need,
My boys, these fuckers, man, they jump in the fucking cold ass pool, but they do that shit for fun.
Just for fun.
Hey, they throw their fucking, they throw their trunks in. They're like, yeah, we're gonna jump into the pool. I'm like, fuck it, jump in the pool, motherfucker, go for it. And they do it, and they're just like, yeah. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a question. So when you were in Poland, when you were at the retreat, did you guys do anything there that, like, they were like, you know what? Don't tell anybody about this because this is just between us, the people that are here. If anybody wants to know more, they need to come.
Not at all.
No. Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
Dude. There's no secret. There's no hush up. There's nothing, dude. That's like, he wants to get the word out because he knows the benefit of it, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you start to experience this yourself, bro, and you see how many people you can help, you know what I mean? And even when I started doing workshops after that, dude, just to see
Where do you go for these workshops?
Dude, we were doing workshops at yoga studios, where people had a following already. We would invite, different people and stuff. But yeah, I have my portable little plunge and, I buy 15, 20 bags of ice, have people rip up their own bag of ice for initiation, throw it in there and just plunge. And it's really, really cool to see.
Hey, I want to be a part of this gang, dude.
Bro, and it doesn't even matter.
I want to be a part of this gang, dog. Invite me. Yeah.
The next one. But you know what's really special about what my wife and I do, we put together, is that she does like somatic healing. She does like childhood trauma, healing and stuff. And she'll do a little stretching, she'll do a little yoga, and I'll come in and I'll finish off with breath work and cold plunge.
So it's like, it's a you guys are really cool. Oh, yeah, I didn't know this, dude. I didn't know you guys would do this.
Yeah.
This is very interesting. All right.
Before I started my new job now, dude, we were doing these, easily once a month, easy. But now my schedule is just, it's so chaotic that it's tough to do it now. But, even now, the last one that we did was a few months ago and I did it at night, when I got off work, and it didn't matter if it's raining outside. It doesn't matter if it's cold outside. That plunge is going to be way colder than what it is outside anyway. So it doesn't matter if it's hot outside or cold. It's all right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mind over matter.
It's all mind over matter, dude. And so it's really cool. to do those, to get back into doing those workshops.
And you say you're training to be an instructor?
Yeah. Yeah. And, there's definitely a course, you need to truly understand, the method, the science behind it, because this isn't just like woo-woo shit, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of science behind it. There's white paper articles behind the benefits of it and the studies that he's donated his body to be able to prove these theories,
Yeah.
He's even taught people how to do these, these hikes and stuff, a gentleman that had cancer and stuff. And, they climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. Like there's so many things that he's done to be able to overcome, the naysayers, and at the end of the day, just, proving science to be right. Where sometimes they thought it was, wrong or invalid. So in any event, it's truly understanding all of that, the science behind it. So once, you do literature, then there's definitely going to, you end it with an instructor course, which is very similar to the winter expedition we did. But I think it's either in Italy or in Mexico.
The next
or
one?
in Poland. Well, if you want to do the instructor training.
Okay.
And it's just very similar to what we did already, but the hike might just be a little longer and etc.
So now that you went on the retreat,
Yeah.
right? You have continued to practice what you learned.
Yeah.
Do you feel as if Do you feel as if you have unlocked any other abilities you were unaware of?
The fact that I have made it a part of my lifestyle is game changer. Because again, to our point, every single day you're waking up, you're doing something challenging, and you're facing your day and making that day the best day. You know what I mean? You're starting your day off every single day right. And that's what's so important, because you're giving that day your all. You never know what today's going to bring. You never think, you never know. But being prepared makes all the difference. And showing your kids that this is a lifestyle. You don't just go to the gym once or twice and feel like, fuck, dude, I've unlocked. No, you got to keep going every single day and make it a part of your lifestyle.
I think what I'm talking about, like, do you feel like, because have you become more in tune with yourself? More aware, more self-aware?
I'm definitely more self-aware.
More self-aware.
I'm self-aware in that I'm so much more sensitive to things that are going on around me. And I don't react nearly as much as I used to.
I think that's what your senses been heightened because you're more self-aware?
My senses, yes, for sure. I have more mind clarity, that for sure. But not reacting has been so profound. Even we had a cop that was doing the winter expedition, and he had said ever since he started doing his cold plunges, he's like, now I can go on chases, dude. He's like, and my heart doesn't elevate. I've learned to control it. And if we can just hearing that story alone, if we can teach so many people to practice not to be reactive in daily situations, because there's always so much shit going on in every single day, right? From work to depression to road rage, right? To what he said, she said. There was this gentleman, by the name of Saguru. He had said, if I were to curse you out in a different language that you did not understand, would that upset you? Would you react?
No.
Of course not, because you have no idea what the hell I just said. But the moment I say it in English, it's a different story. Because you put meaning towards that.
Right.
It's no different than road rage, than the way someone acts at work. You don't have control of what people do around you. You only have control of what you do.
100%.
So doing these cold exposures, these cold showers, these cold plunges every day has taught me to be very mindful, think before you act, because when you're in that fucking cold water, dude, you're not reacting. You're focusing on your breath.
Mm-hmm.
And implementing that on a daily life has been game changer. I hope that answers your question.
It does. But okay, because Wim Hof, because he was talking about, he said that I was listening to his Joe Rogan interview, and in that interview,
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was fucking 9 years ago, dog, and it was that was probably one of my favorite. That's my favorite one.
That's good,
dude. It's fucking good, bro.
I just wish that he interviewed him now, because Joe Rogan is he's a way better interviewer now than he was then. And I feel like Wim Hof's in such a different place now than he was then. I think if they did another interview now, it would be completely different. They're just two completely different human beings.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. It's still very profound.
This is what he said. He was talking about taking people to how do you say it? Kilimanjaro. And he had a 70-year-old man that he was taking.
Oh, yeah.
And Joe Rogan was like, "Are you how are you sure that that's safe?" And he says, "Because I could feel it."
Yeah.
I look at him and I could feel it. I could feel if somebody's out of shape. I could feel it, and feeling is knowing, feeling is believing. Yeah. And he talks about how us humans, we are capable of so much more than what we are aware of. Yeah. We have abilities that we are unaware of. And the reason we're unaware of these abilities is because we are currently living in a reality that doesn't put us in a position to practice these abilities, to use these abilities. If you don't use it, you lose it, type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And throughout time, with the progress of technology, or a plan by someone else, by our controllers, right? By some small group of people who devised a plan and thought to themselves, you know what? Let's keep this knowledge for ourselves, right? Whatever it may be, dog. We no longer know, because we're not taught how to tap in and unlock these abilities. Yeah. And when he said is because I feel it, like that's his intuition, dog. Yeah. Your intuition, you know what I mean? And intuition is a sense that nobody fucking, we have five senses, right? They say we have five senses. We're taught that we have five senses.
That's what we're taught.
What is it? Touch, smell, see, taste. What the fuck?
Hold on. Hearing is, yeah.
Right? People, we're taught, and they limit us.
Yeah.
They put a cap on our five senses, but nobody talks about that little voice we have inside of us. Nobody talks about intuition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, I said to myself, this motherfucker gets it. Yeah. He understands. He gets it. And that's what attracts me so much more to him. Yeah. Because like you could read all the books, dog. You read all the books. You can listen to everybody fucking talk. Yeah. But he's telling you, he's teaching you. You went, you fucking learned. Yeah. He's teaching you how to unlock these abilities. Yeah. And that's why I'm attracted to what he talks about.
Yeah. And you know that people are ready. You can see it. Most people are fed up, right? Most people are fed up and they want a change. They want something different. They want to be challenged. They want to grow. People want to be happy at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
But to your point is, it's artificial happy when we're controlled by these five senses. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Because, and I know we're slightly getting off topic, but you know, when you're controlled by the five senses, well, guess what? You're not your truest form of being. You're not a true human, because at any point, anybody can manipulate what you think or feel based off of the five senses.
Yeah, because you're in this fucking box.
Exactly. Whether it's someone that brings some delicious food, right? Or says something, right? Or gives you a massage, right? Now all of a sudden, you're falling into those senses.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, man.
It's a trip, man.
And so that's why I talk about filtering out the distractions, quieting the noise. And because I'm on a mission too. I'm on a mission. That's one of the reasons why I started this podcast, because I'm on a mission. I want to learn, dog. I want to learn, because I feel that us humans, we are not living the reality that we're supposed to be living.
Right.
And there's so many distractions that we're given. You know, our phone. We were talking about this earlier, dog. Our phone.
Yeah.
Fucking television. Fucking just. And then that phone. There's so much more on that phone that takes us. That takes our number one currency, which is our time and energy.
Yeah.
Our time and our energy and our focus. That's what is most important to us. And there's so much out there, dog, that's just fucking pulling us this way, pulling us that way, pulling us over there, planting shit in our minds, telling us what's right, telling us what's wrong, telling us what's important. And if we are not paying attention to ourselves, we're fucking just being led. We're just like a fucking empty shell, full of an empty shell, but full of all this bullshit out there that we're being told is important.
Yeah.
What I learned, because I was out there, Dick, fucking trying to look for answers, bro. Trying to find this, just looking for shit.
Yeah.
You know what I found? You know where I found my answers? Where I have been finding answers? Going in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I
were looking at all the wrong places.
Yeah, I have found I found this on my own.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, what the fuck? You know where I fucking okay. You know that little voice inside your head? You know when you're not talking out loud, but you hear your voice in your head?
Yeah. Yeah.
How is that possible?
Yeah.
So that right there got me thinking to myself, fuck, like there's a whole other world in me.
Yeah.
That needs to be, unpacked and studied and explored. And like you could time travel in your mind, with your imagination. I could tell you, what happened, yesterday. I could close my eyes and relive it. I could close my eyes and live the future I imagine for myself, right? And plan for the future. Like it's so amazing, dude.
Yeah.
To me,
it's a whole new different life that you discover, right?
It's a whole different fucking world, bro.
World, yeah.
Whole different fucking world.
And then you realize that, and you just want people to be able to see that, right? Sooner, right? So that they can live their truest potential.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, do you know anybody who has had a near-death experience?
Yeah.
Now, that is a completely different reality, dude.
Yeah. I'm
very into that because you go somewhere fucking different, bro.
Yeah, when you see that, when you feel that.
Hey, can I tell you a crazy story?
Go.
I'm gonna tell you a crazy story.
Sure.
I've never told you this story.
Sure.
But I've told this story on the podcast before. I had a crazy fucking dream, dog. And this right here, and this is because I believe that there's so much more out there, dog. So much more out there that we're unaware of. And we're unaware of because we don't know how to, tune in to that. Like right now, there's shit going on around us, bro.
Yeah.
There's different realities going on, or parallel realities that are going on around us right now that we are unaware of because we can't,
can't comprehend or process the.
When you put on infrared glasses, you can only see shit with infrared glasses. That's what
we
it's
see
like.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so I had a dream, and people fucking who have heard this before, you're gonna hear it again. You're gonna fucking hear it again. I don't give a fuck. But Joey hasn't heard it, so I'm gonna fucking tell him. I had a dream that I was hired by a village to slay a wizard because the wizard had a spell over the village. Okay?
This was your dream.
This was my fucking dream.
Okay.
So I'll do it, right? I'll do it. So I'm walking up to the castle where the wizard is at. So I'm walking through this fucking forest, bro. I'm walking through the forest, fucking just going up this path. I see the castle in the distance, so I know I'm going in the right directions. So I show up to the castle. The drawbridge is down, and I walk into the fucking castle, dog. I walk into the castle, and it's just a long corridor. Rooms, big rooms. Boom, boom, boom. And I fucking see the wizard at the end. So I was like, there he is. I'm gonna go get this motherfucker, right? So I'm walking down. I walk through the castle, and I walk into the room where the wizard is at. Okay? And when I walk into the room, I pass by somebody that's there. I don't look at them, but I know that I passed by somebody. But I don't pay attention to them. I just walk right by them. But there's somebody there. I walk up to the wizard. I shake his hand, and I hit him. Boom! Right? I start fucking letting the wizard have it. Boom! 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 An axe appeared in my hand. It's a fucking dream. Chop his head off. Boom! Right? Chop the fucking wizard's head off. I get his head, and I run out of the castle. I look up. I see the wizard fucking like going crazy, dog. He's like, he ran after his head, but he doesn't know where the fuck to go because he can't see.
Yeah.
And I'm running down the hill with his fucking head.
With his head.
I get to the village, mission accomplished. Done deal. I was like, fuck, that was a fucking badass dream. I tell my mom about, because dude, I have fucking crazy dreams. This is just one of the crazier ones that I've had. So I told my mom about the dream, and she's like, oh man, that's fucking crazy, right? Whatever. So I go about my life, right? I was working at LA Fitness. So about 2-3 weeks after I have that dream at LA, I'm at LA Fitness, dog, and I'm walking around.
Yeah.
And my fucking partner, my homeboy, tells me, hey, Dick, I had a fucking dream about you. I was like, oh, what was the dream? Well, fucking tell me, man. I'm fucking interested. Yeah. And he's like, dude, I had a dream that a fucking wizard had me under a spell. And I was fucking stuck and couldn't move. You walked into the room, walked right by me, slayed the wizard. And when you slayed the wizard, I broke free. I broke free from the spell. I took off running. Dude, we had the same fucking dream, dog. And shit like this, because experiences like that, I know there is so much more out there, and I'm just trying to find out what it is.
That's not by coincidence, bro.
No,
Come
bro.
on.
No, dog.
Come on.
No, my fucking homeboy that I had on here, Danny Bernardini, he was on the fucking show. He had a crazy theory. He says, you play video games? You play video games? Like,
do I know?
No, me neither. No. But so he's like, what if when you go to sleep, everybody goes to the same place? It's like everybody goes to the same land. Yeah. Right? But you might not run into each other, like I could go to sleep and I'll be fucking having a dream where I'm fishing. Yeah. I'm fishing. You could be out there fucking slaying a wizard. Yeah. But we're all in the same
universe.
Same universe. Yeah. But it just so happened that me and homeboy
pass each other across.
We were in the same one. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then maybe when you die you go to the same place too. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so when Wim Hof just connected with fucking what we were talking about, when Wim Hof talks about humans being capable of so much more and us having abilities that we are unaware of, that attracts me to his philosophy, because maybe we could reach we could connect in different realities with breathing techniques.
But we're not even challenging that. That's the thing.
What do you mean?
Majority of the people are not even challenging themselves, right, to experience these types of things. Most people are just happily complacent, right? Nor do they want to experience different challenges. People just want to be comfortable. People just want to live life and be happy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's why I think it's so important to continue to share the message, to challenge ourselves, because not only do we evolve, humans evolve. And what a beautiful thing for us to be able to continue to evolve together and grow. Because there's so much more out there. Mm-hmm. It's really fascinating.
Maybe, like I said, we're living in the reality that we're not supposed to be living in. Maybe we should be connecting with each other in our dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe we should be.
Can you make conscious efforts to meet someone in their dream?
Maybe we can, but we have just forgot how to do it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was taken out of our curriculum.
Yeah.
Because somebody said, you know what? We can't allow these motherfuckers to reach their full potential.
Yeah.
Because you know what? If they do, then they're going to be harder to control.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You never know. You don't know. You don't know anything. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
Right? History is written by the winners of the war, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like fucking it's hard to know what the truth really is.
Yeah.
You know? But you know what I do fucking know? You know what I do fucking know?
What?
Fucking Joey,
What do you
dog?
fucking know? What do you fucking know?
I know that I am the only force that determines my experience in existence.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only force who's in control of my thoughts. And most importantly, is this the most important? That I am the only force that determines my perspective.
You're the only one. That's it. Nobody else.
Like you said, dog, it's our choice to view the world as a cup that's half full or half empty.
Yeah.
Right?
Nobody else.
Nobody
it's
else,
all
man.
up to you. That's it.
Nobody else, dog.
Everything is perception. And it's up to you.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Nobody else.
No, man.
And that's why I think it's so important to challenge like these feelings, these thoughts, these emotions, you know, and not letting them take over. So going back to the cold, when you're in that cold shower, don't react. It's just a feeling and sensation. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And guess what? It'll be over in a couple of minutes.
And you can say to yourself, fuck, this is a fucked up thing. Or, like you said,
this is a beautiful
I'm
fucking
benefiting
thing.
from this.
Yeah. And just breathe. That's it. Two ways to look at it. Both are in the cold, right? One is like, oh, this sucks. I can't wait to get out, right? And the other one's just breathing and grateful to have the opportunity, right? Mm-hmm. To experience this versus looking at the negative aspects of it. Mm-hmm. And you can see that you can implement that in anything in life.
Absolutely.
It's up to you. You have a choice.
Absolutely, dog. Hey, let's start wrapping it up.
Yeah, this is dope. Thank you for having me.
If you could talk to your freshman self, what advice would you give yourself? Freshman self, dog.
You know, knowing what I know now, I obviously would just challenge more. I would challenge myself more. You know, I think, you know, we spend too much time just getting along, just to get along, right? With people, places, things, versus truly challenging ourselves at such a young age and truly understanding what life has to really offer. And you don't realize it, bro, but we're on this earth for such a short period of time. We really are. It's such a short period of time. And what are we doing with that time? A lot of us are wasting time. I know as hell as I fucking did. Wasted a shitload of time, you know? And then now that I'm an adult, now that I got a family, life is precious, man. And I just wish that I would have realized that at a younger age, you know? But guess what? It's all good because everything happens for a reason. I had to go through all that to see it. So I'm grateful.
All right. Okay. I got 2 more questions, dog.
Shoot.
2 more questions.
The fuck, dude. Jesus Christ.
I know. What the fuck are you doing, dog? Oh my God. Pinky up too, motherfucker. Hey, cheers. Hey, fucking seriously, dog.
Son
really good to have you here, man. So, okay. So, my next guest.
Yeah.
My next guest. I don't know about a question or what would you like, even though you don't know who it is, I don't even know who it's going to be, dog.
Yeah.
What would you like to know from them? What question or what would you like them to tell, to express?
I think a really good question for a lot of people and for your next guest would be what are their goals to shape themselves and or the future, right? And not be so complacent, not be self-centered, not be selfish, right? Like the world can be such an amazing place when we're all in this together, you know, and we're all have like this, you know, camaraderie type of living. You can get so much more done, but yet we're so stuck in our heads about ego, selfishness, thinking I'm right. You know what I mean? And that's where the world gets fucked up, dude. You know? So, yeah, I don't know what your third question is, dude, but in that, part of my mission, honestly, is I would love to start an organization where someone who is suffering from depression, suicidal thoughts, PTSD, just to call a number, for example. And within 30 minutes to an hour, someone shows up with a fucking cold plunge. No questions asked. We don't gotta talk. Just guide them and just do a fucking cold plunge. Because how you feel after, bro, it's hard to explain.
You should copyright that.
I'm
not even gonna fucking put that on here, Nick, bro, because that's a great fucking idea.
But I would love to. But dude, I would love to fucking do that, and I would love. Eventually, I'm gonna need the outreach, right? Mm-hmm. I need people all around Southern California, for example. Hey, Bull, dude, I got someone down in fucking La Puente that's going through some shit, dude. Can you show up in an hour? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's an organization. Like, you're gonna obviously get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, and it's like, yeah, dude, boom, I'm on it. You know? Mm-hmm. And obviously there's like safety. It needs to be someone that can handle, right? Like there might be some safety shit, you know, maybe 2 guys go, whatever it is, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But just because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to feel like everything is crashing down on you, bro. Mm-hmm. When my daughter was born, Bull, and I felt like I didn't have any control, dude, you don't realize how fucking helpless you feel as a human being, as a father and as a husband, knowing that there's nothing that you can do. And I felt so fucking depressed, bro. I felt so depressed. And think the energy, dude, that she's solid now. But it doesn't go without giving credit to ourselves as parents, my wife specifically, for doing anything and everything for her. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that she got the best treatment. And it's not that easy for a lot of people. A lot of people don't have the resources, right? Financial capabilities, whatever it is. And sometimes they need a reset in order to get their mind straight, to be able to figure it out. Because when you're overwhelmed, you're making poor decisions. Mm-hmm. When you're stressed out, you're making poor decisions. You know, when you're exhausted, you're making poor decisions. And knowing what this does to help, I don't want to say dissolve, but get through all of that, bro, you're a changed person. I would fucking love it, dude. I would fucking love that shit. To be able to help other human beings. Because I know what it's like to go through shit like that myself. And I've seen what it's done personally. You know what I mean?
It's a great shit. Fucking idea. I was going to ask you all if you want final words or if you want to end on that.
Yeah, definitely want to end on that.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate your fucking energy, dog.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, thank you for carving out time in your fucking life to come down here and fucking do this.
Yes, sir.
This is important.
Yeah.
Good to fucking see you. Give me a hug, Holmes.
Órale.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell on the out. Boom. All right.